Iraq economic news and points to ponder Thursday morning, the 11th of September 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. $500 billion awaits return. Iraq faces a golden window to recover its smuggled funds. September 10, 2025. Baghdad, Iraq. Observer. At a time when the Iraqi economy is under increasing pressure due to corruption, waste, and mismanagement, the recovery of smuggled assets stands out as one of the most important legal avenues that can restore a portion of Iraq's plundered wealth and contribute to alleviating the state's financial burdens. The value of these funds is estimated at approximately $500 billion, legal opinions and judicial sources confirm that the path to their recovery is legally feasible and requires political will and concerted efforts at both the local and international levels. In this context, legal researcher Ali Al-Tamimi said in an exclusive interview with Iraq Observer, "There are international agreements in force that allow Iraq to claim these funds," adding, "The most prominent of these is the 2005 United Nations Convention Against Money Laundering, which Iraq ratified under Law No. 35 of 2007. Al-Tamimi explains that legal materials supporting Iraqi rights, Articles 55 and 56 of the International Agreement establish a legal framework for the recovery of stolen assets located abroad, noting that this agreement has been adopted by many countries that have already succeeded in recovering their assets, such as Nigeria, the Philippines, Algeria, and Egypt. This leaves the way, legally open, for Iraq to recover whatever stolen assets can be recovered." Al-Tamimi pointed out that Iraq has a legal right to claim the massive sums deposited in the U.S. Federal Reserve belonging to the former regime, estimated at $65 billion. He explained that Article 28 of the 2008 Iraqi-U.S. Strategic Agreement authorizes Iraq to request economic assistance from Washington, including cooperation in asset recovery cases. Potential international support. From ISIS to guardianship. Al-Tamimi touched on an important international aspect, emphasizing that Article 50 of the UN Charter allows countries that have fought groups classified under Chapter 7, such as ISIS, to request economic assistance from the UN Security Council. He noted that UN Resolution 2170, issued in 2014, places ISIS under this classification, giving Iraq the legal legitimacy to request international financial support in this context. In a significant warning, Al-Tamimi noted that the continuation of the political, security, and economic crises in Iraq could force the country back into Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, meaning it would be subject to partial international guardianship. This is a situation from which it had previously exited following the settlement of financial dues to Kuwait, which amounted to $4.5 billion. Legal amendments are required. Earlier, Integrity Commission Chairman Muhammad Ali Al-Alami stressed the need to recover Iraq's looted funds. The Federal Integrity Commission stated in a statement that the chairman of the board of directors of the Iraq Asset Recovery Fund, Muhammad Ali Al-Alami, held a meeting of the board of directors of the Iraq Asset Recovery Fund, during which several topics on the agenda were discussed, including a review of the files presented to the fund, and the importance of diligent follow-up and investigation of this information. He pointed out that the Iraq Asset Recovery Fund Law No. 9 of 2012, as amended, requires some important amendments that the legislative authority should take the initiative to legislate. According to the statement, Al-Alami stressed the need to exert maximum efforts to recover Iraqi funds looted during the era of the former regime, in accordance with the current Iraqi Fund Recovery Fund Law, urging that the information received by the fund be given due importance. Al-Alami pointed out that the task of recovering Iraq's assets is a national responsibility that requires the combined efforts of all Iraqis to participate in, and to support the relevant authorities by providing information that helps uncover the amount of these funds and their locations. He explained that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs' acceleration of its procedures in sending the files within the legal deadlines to the relevant authorities contributes to accelerating the completion of the files and culminating in the efforts to recover Iraq's assets. Despite the importance of this issue, observers believe that the most important step remains the activation of international diplomatic tools. and official legal action by the Iraqi government to form specialized teams in cooperation with the United Nations and the countries where the smuggled funds are located. While the legal aspects demonstrate that the recovery of smuggled funds is possible and supported by valid and proven agreements from other countries, political will and effective management remain the key to success or failure in this matter. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com